Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of We Are Very Tired. This is for Kat. Kat, I'm sorry, we're not ignoring you. I think you probably know that. Hopefully you understand. I mean, you know what's going on, so, we're not ignoring you. There's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on right now, and I had a half hour sleep last night. I don't know how much your mommy over here had. Probably not much more than me. Maybe even less. But you put that video up. I didn't actually watch the video. My apologies, but we're trying to clean because inspection is tomorrow.
And what did we get up like at 6 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, and we drove all the way to Lebanon.
Which is an hour and a half at least.
Yeah.
Probably about an hour and 45 minutes.
At least the hospital was easy to find. It was actually very easy to get to. We didn't get lost getting there.
Getting out of town was the pickle.
Yeah, we got turned around. There was at one point we went in a big circle. I was looking. I was like, I think I just saw that. And it's like, I said, did we just go in a circle? And she was like, yeah. So, anyway, yes, it is beautiful out there. I mean, you just wait. I mean, this is just the beginning of it. You just wait maybe a week or two, and oh my gosh, it's the oranges, the reds, the greens. We have harsh winters here, but we do have evergreens. I would say maybe even maybe a majority, 50%, give or take 50% of the trees I would say are evergreens. You wouldn't think anything could survive the winter up here, but there are trees that have no problem with it. And isn't it this year they're saying it's going to be a little harsher than...
I hope they're wrong.
Yeah. I remember,
tough winter, basically.
Yeah, I remember in San Antonio, one year, the entire time I lived there, this happened one time, they closed the freeways down. Or the freeways, whatever. Because it got to like 20 degrees or 25 degrees or something. Maybe it wasn't even that cold. I don't know, 25 maybe, but they closed the roads down. And I was working with a guy shortly after that, I was working with a guy who had been working up in Alaska before moving to San Antonio. And he said, you know what? There's not going to be anybody out there, so I'm going to go enjoy myself and take a nice leisurely ride like people used to take Sunday drives. So he gets out there, and he's driving, and everything is going fine, and cop pulls him over. Says, "Can I have your ID?" Looked at his ID. Well, he still had his Alaska driver's license. The cop was like, just go home. So he went home. Up here, if there's 5 feet of snow, 15 feet of snow, 25 feet of snow, people still go to work. If it's...
Well, didn't they shut the highway down for a while?
Yeah, I mean, if it's...
Because it was like snowing like mad, that people couldn't see.
Yeah. I mean, it gets minus 15, minus 20.
Colder than blue blazes.
Yeah, people still go to work. I mean, there are times they will shut things down.
Not pleasant, but...
Yeah. And there are a lot of accidents in the winter. The thing is that people don't understand, and this would have been fine. It would have been fine in San Antonio if they would have let people on the roads. Because when you have all these people on the roads, that helps keep the ice down because they're constantly breaking it up. There's the warmth from the engines, which isn't going to do a whole lot, but then there's the salt and there's the sand. There's a lot of salt and sand in the winter up here. A lot. This apartment is filled with it.
We're still getting it out.
From last year, yeah, from last winter. But yeah, it's beautiful out there. I mean, if my camera on my phone worked, it does work, but I can't.
So you don't have internet connection.
Yeah, I don't have internet connection. But
that's the joys of having a straight talk, track phone.
Yeah, but
versus a straight talk.
And you know, we would like you to come up. It's just, I hope you understand right now is.
This will be tough for us because.
You're going through.
I'm having the surgery the 7th, I think, unless it gets changed. But
and there are several more appointments we have to go to in Lebanon.
Yeah.
So.
The 2nd and 3rd don't. Sorry, but we're probably not going to get too near the computers.
No. Now, one thing they told us was there's a hostel. Now, please don't watch the movie Hostel or Hostel 2 and then go to a hostel. You will probably have nightmares. But...
Oh, Seamus has already said he's taking his pistol along with him.
There's a hostel in Lebanon. Yeah. It's probably...
Not Lebanon, but a town near there, I think. Is.
You know, like right outside of it, you know. See, the Appalachian Trail goes through this area. When you are on the highway going from like New York into Massachusetts, Taxachusetts, Massholes, and yes, you'll get a spanking if you say words like that.
But believe me, after you encounter a few of them, you'll want to kill one of them.
Yeah.
Just about. They don't give a shit about anybody except themselves.
No, they tailgate you, they speed, they keep their high beams on.
I wish I had a Sherman tank so I could run them over.
Yeah.
And shoot them.
But
I got something for you. Boom!
But when you're coming on that road, that highway that comes out of New York into Massachusetts, you're in Massachusetts, you're not in New York, you're clearly in Massachusetts. But there is a walk bridge over the highway, and there's a little sign on it. You have to look really fast. If you don't look fast, you'll miss it. Appalachian Trail. This is the Appalachian Trail. I always wanted to backpack the Appalachian Trail, and I don't think I could physically do it anymore. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that, because there have been blind people that have backpacked the Appalachian Trail, through hiked.
Tough.
Yeah.
How would they do that?
I don't know.
They have like a leader or something?
I guess. Now
better get you a goat or something?
Yeah, it's over 2,000 miles long. It starts in Georgia and it ends in Maine. And it goes through Massachusetts, it goes through New York State. You can actually see New York City from one point on the trail.
In Georgia, is it just a bunch of hills, or?
It starts off in a mountain. On a mountain.
Well,
they say a lot of people...
You think Georgia would just be a bunch of hills, you know?
They say a lot of people, they don't realize what it's going to be like, and they start climbing that mountain, and they're like, nope, that's it. They stop then. You know, they don't go any further. But yeah, it goes in and out of Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. It goes from like Massachusetts, Vermont. I think it kind of goes in and out. I'm not sure between Vermont and New Hampshire at some points. But then it comes into New Hampshire through the northern part, which is like really, really rural. I mean, where we were today, outside of that town, everything's rural. That town itself is actually a pretty good sized place, it looked like. The hospital was actually very nice. And I really liked the people working there. They were really nice people. Very helpful people. Very polite people. I saw one person in there that looked like he was dressed like a gangbanger. And he wasn't bothering anybody or anything. Like that could just be a style. It doesn't mean he's a gangbanger. That could just be a style that some people wear. But everything up there, outside, except for that town, except for Lebanon, is rural. Almost everything in the state is rural. So we're driving. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. We're driving up 91, I think it is, 91. And you know, there's this one point, we come over this mountain, and you just, you see all the mountains in the back and the trees. It's like, wow. Now it was really, really foggy this morning. I mean,
it was up and down, like coming. The fog was in patches.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
But when we went over that one hill, I was like, wow.
I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, and some of the grades of the road, very steep in some places. And they were doing road work in a few places.
Yeah, that wasn't fun either.
Yeah, and
I think from now on we should consider it 2-hour drive.
Sounds like a good idea.
Ease.
Yeah. So yeah, it's beautiful here right now. Well, I guess a week or two from now is when it's probably going to really. Oh, and also I wanted to tell you, and I keep forgetting to do this for weeks and weeks and weeks. Obviously, you know, things are going on. Mommy bought some yarn. She's had it for a while now. Fall color yarn. You were going to knit or crochet?
Crochet a square afghan she wanted.
Okay, so
I am trying to get the yarn. I don't have all of it, but I have some of it.
And obviously you understand right now our expenses go to gas,
and
medicine.
We're kind of freaked out about next month.
Yeah.
I hope you understood wrong.
Yeah, me too.
If not, we're going to be up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah. But buying yarn is not, a priority right now.
But when I go in Salvation Army and see the yarn box, I go, ah!
Yeah. Oh, but we did stop
Especially when it's full.
Yeah.
Like it was the other day. I'm like,
I don't know if you still have it or if you used it. She found a big old thing of yellow.
It's hiding.
Back
but
there.
It's kind of thick, and I was trying to make a shawl out, but it'd be kind of heavy, I think. I'm not sure what to do with the critter. I call it critter.
It's big. What, $5 was it? $3?
$3.75 or something like that. $3.50.
It's a lot of yarn.
I bet it's at least 2 pounds of yarn.
Oh, we did go to Michael's the other day. Couldn't buy anything. We were just window shopping, but I found an easel that I wanted. But it's almost $200.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell is it made out of? Gold?
Well, it's large. Definitely a large easel.
But still.
Yeah, because I want one like...
Is it a standing floor easel?
Yeah.
But it's only made out of wood.
It's a studio easel.
So...
Very sturdy.
It's made out of wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why should wood cost...
Yeah.
Wooden easel cost $200?
I should look for a PDF... thingamajig for making one. I could probably make one a whole lot cheaper than buying one.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, we stopped in Michael's and Mommy over here went and of course looked at the yarn. And she said she noticed a new brand, or at least new up here, or new to her or something.
Yeah.
But we do want you to come up. We just, right now. When you come up, if you come by autobus, by bus, I don't know how you're going to come up trainer, but the train is only $10 more than the bus.
And the bus is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. But if you take the bus, you get off in Keene. If you come during the winter, don't stand outside.
For God's sake, unless it's one of our odd days.
Because even if you buy heavy-duty winter clothes in Texas, I can guarantee you it's not going to be of much use to you here.
Honey, you're going to want wool. You have to have wool up here.
Because I had a Dallas Cowboys coat with an extra liner inside of it.
And you were freezing in it, weren't you?
Yeah, and I was freezing in it. And that came from Texas. And that was for Texas, that was a very heavy coat. Up here, that doesn't do you any good.
Up here, you need like a down-filled coat.
Yeah, down, wool, no cotton. I know. I lived in Texas for 40 years.
People say up here, like with the clothing, not with the coats, but you layer your clothing. So you, like, put some. You probably don't know this, but silk is a very warm fabric, so you put it next to your skin.
And it helps hold in the
heat.
The
it
heat.
doesn't breathe.
Yeah. So.
Like, so you put almost like a tight T-shirt on or something that's meant to be like an undergarment that's made out of silk, and then you put something in another, like a long sleeve T-shirt over that, and then something over that, maybe short sleeve, and then maybe a sweater.
Yeah. And what I would suggest is, I thought that was David Letterman for a second, but it's not, it's somebody else. What I would suggest is bringing an extra $10 or $15 with you. That way, if for some reason we're late picking you up, you walk across the street to Lindy's. You're not going to want to be standing out there.
Oh, and there's that little place, the yogurt,
oh yeah,
the new little cafe. It's like kind of like a Starbucks, but
local owned.
Local
yeah.
version of Starbucks.
They have coffee,
like
ice
right
cream,
the
yogurt. Yeah. So either there or Lindy's. You might find the food a little bland up here. Maybe a lot bland.
I can't have a hard time stomaching the biscuits and gravy at Lindy's.
But the reason I mention those two places is because you're not going to get lost. And we'll know where to find you.
I think the only spices I know are salt and pepper.
Yeah. And we buy jars of chili powder.
Yeah.
And we couldn't buy any this month. So.
Well, we're not running short on it, are we?
No. We have enough. But I'm thinking if, once we get our food stamps back, we should buy 2 a month. Or buy 2 and then just replace as necessary. Because if we had our food stamps, I would have used probably half that bottle or more by now. But anyway.
With traditional radiation therapy, the area that they're going to use is to aim it at is marked with small permanent tattoos.
Oh, wow.
So I have some small permanent tattoos on my boobie.
Yeah. And one thing, before you come up here, we would like to get some things for you. Either Bambinos and or ABUs, a onesie, at least one outfit. It would be nice if we could get you more than one outfit, but we'll see. And some of the companies there's a company in Canada, and they have like some winter clothes. I don't remember the name of the company, but we might be able to get you something like that. But you're going to need to give us your measurements so we could know what to get you. What size and everything. Actually, I'll try and find that company and send you a link. Hopefully you can get the link and you can look at the information that they have, the sizing information, measurement information, because they want like really specific information, so they make everything like especially for you. It's not a large, it's not a extra large, it's not a small, it's not an extra small. A lot of these companies, they're run by an individual or just 2 or 3 people, and it's made specifically for the person making the order.
It's basically tailor-made.
Yeah. So, he's in Scotland. My grandmother, by the way, your great-grandmother, was from Scotland. But anyway, this video is almost 20 minutes long, so...
Here we go again.
Bye-bye.